22-year-old Madison Marsh is not your typical beauty queen.
Your Miss America 2024!
The newly crowned Miss America is flying planes by day and winning pageants by night. On Sunday, Second Lieutenant Marsh soared into the history books, becoming the first ever active duty service member to win the coveted title.
Failure is not an option.
Her military experience front and center on stage.
It's been more than 6 years since that first solo flight, and I'm now an active duty officer for the United States Air Force.
Just last year, Madison graduated from the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado with a degree in physics.
Graduating from the Air Force Academy has enabled me with the skills to lead, to learn, and lead with passion across our nation.
She rose to the rank of second lieutenant and was selected to be a pilot.
Perfect.
And that's not all. She's currently a graduate student at Harvard, pursuing a master's in public policy. She's also made it her life's mission to raise money for pancreatic cancer research. She started the Whitney Marsh Foundation in loving memory of her mom, Whitney, who passed away from the disease more than 5 years ago when Madison was just 17.
Pancreatic cancer is one of the most underfunded cancers in the country, yet it remains the #3 cancer killer.
Madison, now a voice for her mom and a role model for young women everywhere. From the flight line to the pageant spotlight, Miss America 2024 is proving that the sky's the limit. Wow. And Madison's here with us, fresh off that historic win.
Wow.
What a moment. I mean, what was it like to hear it's you? You are Miss America.
I think I had an out-of-body experience. I remember standing there with my first runner-up, Ellie, and I don't think I even knew where I was in that moment. And it's still crazy watching those videos because I don't feel like it even happened. So.
You have so many life achievements at this young age. I'm just thinking at you, listening to all these and watching this. Where does this one rank among those?
Oh my gosh. I mean, this one, they're all just so different. So it's hard to rank them, but I feel like this one is really important to me because winning Miss America is not about me. I think of all of the women that came before me, the first people that served in combat, the first female astronauts, the first female everything. And they opened up the door for me to do something like this. And I think by being a military member and being Miss America opens that door for other women. And so it is about all of the other women that I get to represent around the globe.
And you know what I like about it? It's like you're not going to be put in any box. You're not a beauty pageant queen only, and you're not an active duty member of the military only. You're all those things. I mean, this is what all of us want. We're hoping one day would be, where you could be anything and everything you wanted to be. How does that feel, like spreading that message?
It reminds me, so my mom obviously was a very integral part of my life, and it always taught me, sticking to myself. And I think I always kind of went to the own bit of my own drum growing up, and that's what she would always tell me. And I think I really try to push myself at the Air Force Academy because there's always going to be people that might doubt you or try to push you to just do one thing. And I had always said to myself, like, I'm not going to do that because that wasn't what I wanted. It didn't feel like me. And so I needed to do everything at once. And that's what I knew going into Miss America, that if I was going to win or walk away with my friends and memories and not winning, then I needed to do it on my terms as Madison Marsh with all of the different hats that I get to wear. So.
You talked about your mom for a minute. You said she would have been your first hug. She raised you so well. Like, as I'm listening to what you're saying, this is what we want our daughters to say.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about her.
My mom, I mean, even though it is so hard, obviously, to lose her, I can only imagine how lucky I am to have even gotten to know her to begin with. She was someone that had always taught service as being the forefront. She was a CASA worker and volunteer, so working with children in foster homes. And it always showed me from a young age that I've gotten to live a good life because of the home that her and my father gave me. And so since I have a good life, I need to be giving a good life to other people. And that's what I want to do as Miss America, representing people in the military, representing pancreatic cancer patients and everyone else in between, because as Miss America, I represent everybody. And so I'm so excited to get to bring the spirit, the life, and the love of my mom to people all across the country.
We are already doing that. You have her foundation, you're raising money and awareness for pancreatic cancer. We have to mention you are a Harvard grad student. You're studying public policy. It's all coming together. And I mean, what is your hope? What is it that you're hoping to do in the future? You've already accomplished enough for any one lifetime, actually multiple lifetimes.
Multiple, yes.
But what's your big dream and your big goal?
Oh, well, obviously I really am excited to continue serving in the military, and I think post-military service, I would love to dive deep into my nonprofit, the Whitney Marsh Foundation, and making it one of those large cancer nonprofits that you hear about, like Susan G. Komen or PanCan, and diving into that to make national policy that meets the needs of all pancreatic cancer patients. Because like I said, it's severely underfunded. Not a lot of people know about it. It's difficult to detect, treat, and cure, all of the things. And I want to be helping patients at the forefront. And so that's where I see my life going.
And when you're done with all that, will you run for president? That's what we think that you would be.
When do you turn 35?
Would be just about perfect. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We're proud of you. Wow.
so much for having me.
Congratulations. Wow.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.